All right, let's talk about Kamen Rider because we got a couple things. Phase 4 Chemy cards are being introduced, released, and it's the final phase, and we've finally got our most clear look at like what is going to be the final form, which is, or the final form Chemy at least, which is Nijigan. Nijigan looks like this. If you look at him, you're like, oh, he kind of looks like Gotchard. He's got the goggles and the arrows going on, and the chest kind of like Gotchard. There's Nijigan. He is our final form for Kamen Rider Gotchard. We know it as Rainbow Gotchard. You can see right here the rainbow. He is the 101st Chemy. And I also have a look at how the two cards go together. The egg, I'm assuming, is like what will be the egg will hatch into these, but there's Nijigan, and then he obviously has to go with another side to go into Gotchard and he's just blowing fire like this. Thomas Jujubee has a really interesting theory that part of the 101st Chemy is Hotaro himself. Hotaro himself is like either half of the Chemy or the Chemy is his father, which I think would be interesting and a good callback, but like I don't know how you would go about that at this point. But it is interesting that the second card is just fire and a Hopper 1-ish looking Nijigan and everything that Gotchard has on him. One of my biggest problems with this, by the way, is that he has the goggles, but Rainbow Gotchard, as we've seen, doesn't have any goggles. It's like they've kept the goggles this whole time, and it's been great. And then Rainbow Gotchard just doesn't have the goggles, but the final form Chemy does. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like together, like I said, with the egg that I'm assuming it's going to hatch out of. And then we've also got to look at some other cards that are going to be in the set. Hopper 1 looking like this, Ant Trooper looking like that, Beetle X looking like that. And they all kind of have this, this rainbow thing on it. Thomas also mentioned something on Twitter, I gotta give him credit, mentioned that when Rainbow Gotchard uses the Chemys, this is probably what they're going to end up looking like this, which I think is cool. It's a unique way to do parallels for the final form. And look, everybody's got this RR rarity on them, but they're all just going to make the same noises as the regular Chemy cards. There was one more I want to show you guys. Oh, yes. And then we also have this card, which is very interesting to me. This is Hopper 1 and Kamen Rider Gotchard in its own card, which I think will just make the Hopper 1 sound because it has the insect category and matches with, a Steamliner this would be. But I also think that probably means we'll get like a Valvarad Dione and a Valvarad Mach-Wheel and a Majade Unicorn and Majade Sun, which will be cool cards to have. I like the art on it. I think it looks good. It's just funny that they're like, here's the final phase, and we need a bunch of them. Let's take a look at all the cards, except all the cookies. All right, here we go. These are the ones we've seen, like Wrestler G and stuff. I really only care about like the parallels and the legends. So there's a blank rainbow card that you can get in this, which is good. I don't have a rainbow card. More Replicemi cards. More Daybreak cards in this set as well. Or wait, no. Is this all set 4? Am I crazy? Okay, so these all are phase 4. Where rainbow cards, where have I seen that before? Pokemon? Look, we know Gotchard's not doing anything original, okay? Legend cards that are final forms. Blaster, Hyper, Emperor, Decade Complete, let's go! I've never had a good time with this site. This site is always screwed up for me. All the way to the end. Boop, 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 because I want to see these other cards. It won't even let me go to the end. It's like, you got to 4, that's it. Anyways, lots of legend cards, lots of new stuff. And lots of cool cards. I am excited to see how they go about Nijigan, because I feel like they have to bring Kotaro's dad back for something. Over and over again, they're like, oh, your dad, he went to go get his gacha, and then they just don't do anything with it. Which, like, he could very much be the summer movie thing, or the or the afterwards like a V cinema or something. But I think it would be cool if they work it into the actual show. The back part of the Rainbow Chemy cards are now in color. Yeah, they look like this. They look like this, which is funny because this isn't exactly what Gotchard looks like. This isn't exactly what Rainbow Gotchard looks like. He has those big, like, things coming off that we already, the big antennas coming off, basically.